During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, 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 howdy. Welcome aboard. Commence the jiggling, as we like to say. Folks, it's your favorite pair of hardcore white supremacists right here. I say, right, just give up at this point. Just go with it, right?
I'm not going to go with it. No, you know why I'm not? Because I'm not even going to joke about it. Because when we sue their balls off, I don't even want them to have jokes to go to. How about that?
That's fine. I can't help but
I know
to make a fucking joke of it. It's Friday, guys.
The Photoshops have been coming in.
The Photoshops have been hilarious.
They have been fantastic.
And some people just recycling Photoshops from 2010. Whatever. The point is, guys, welcome aboard. We made it through. We're still somehow miraculously on YouTube this week. We're still somehow miraculously on the internet. But here we are, guys. Mike Shilley, Royce Lopez, kicking off your Friday afternoon. What a terrible photo.
It's such a bad Photoshop.
It's so bad. It is so childlike. They just used the spray paint option and just spray painted yellow onto your beard.
And the eyes were made blue. My shirt in this Photoshop says White Pride Worldwide, gas all non-whites apparently. So yeah, that's where we are. How are you guys doing?
Just doing great, I guess.
By the way, I've only had one person agreeing with the SPLC on Twitter. It was pretty funny. Because I was talking.
I'm surprised they found one.
I was talking to Hotep, and I said, "Can you believe this?" And Hotep's like, "Oh, I can't believe you guys. Why would they do this to you guys?" Somebody replied today. I talked to Hotep a couple days ago. Jesus, that is. And then 2 days ago. So today, I see a response that says, "But are you a white nationalist?" And I go, "No, actually, this is Royce. I'm 100% Cuban." And I got the well, actually, Cubans are Spaniards, and I was like, oh my God.
He's a fucking, he's a goddamn mudblood when they want him to be a mudblood, and then he's a fucking white skinhead fucking neo-Nazi when you want. He's never. What I was quoting what the alt-right would call. They're always like, oh, why would I watch this show? It's a fucking non-white mudblood and some guy who looks Jewish. And you're like, all right, fine, whatever. So he can't. So what you're saying is he's not allowed to cater to the alt-right, but he's also not allowed to be a normie or hang around with leftists.
I just have to die. I just have to die.
You just need to go fucking crawl in a hole and kill yourself.
And then at the same time, we got a new comment. And normally I don't read all the comments, but this is a good comment. We've been getting a lot of angry boomer comments on the More Rally coverage. Can I read one for you?
Is this Linda?
No, this is a new one. This is Harry.
Linda's very angry.
Linda, this is Harry.
Linda's very angry.
Harry Thomas. These two leftist traitors.
Oh yeah, I did see that one to the leftists.
Are an embarrassment. Their elitist attitudes and egos have blinded them from the very real threat to our freedoms for all Americans. They think they are funny and edgy, but they're just fools. Yes, Mike?
Sir, you're commenting about our inability to see stuff. And you're not seeing stuff.
This is a perfect example of a passive-aggressive display of Trump derangement syndrome.
Okay, yeah, because, dude, that's what it was. That's what it is that Trump, listen, this Trump presidency, you want to know the truth, guys? This Trump presidency. Oh, yeah, you know what? Watch this. And you can have your hat.
Okay, I got you. Here, I'll put it on.
No.
I know what you're going to do.
So I want you guys to show. That's Royce's special gift. Very thoughtful gift that somebody bought him.
Yes.
This is my.
I love the frog.
That's my Keck statue that I've had since
when Keck was still cool.
Yeah, this was actually when Keck was dope.
It was no, sir. This is like OG Keck stuff here.
This was pre-election Keck. This was my good friend, comedian Jeff Ray, a homosexual gentleman.
Oh, yeah, he's probably a white nationalist, though.
Who's also kind of left-leaning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you know what?
He bought this for me before the election because he was like, you know what? Your boy's going to win here. I got you a little present because even he knew. Yeah, we're your guys. We're the guys. We're the leftists. So, look, I think that...
Oh, there's a little more.
Okay, sorry.
So, give him the mic.
All right.
First off, two things. Number one, don't talk about Israel, Holmes.
Sorry. Rasa. Israel. You got to say it right.
Israel. Rolls the R in the Israel. It's very important.
Did you see the footage of Hariem in Syria?
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious. I'll go find that.
Why was he in Syria?
Well, you'll see.
Okay. I pray for them to see the light and maybe actually listen to what the speakers are saying rather than getting drunk. All right, you got me there. And spewing sarcastic one-liners.
To be fair, you got me there.
Yeah,
and to be fair, I'm always drunk. What's your point?
You know what my secret is? I'm always drunk.
By the way, seriously.
Somebody Photoshop Mersh as Bruce Banner, please.
And by the way, I look in people's eyes all the time. Half of you people are on opiates. Don't make me start naming names. So what if I'm a drunk?
Joey, I'm not going to say.
I might have red glassy eyes, and I might always be like a little, smelling like weed a little bit. But I tell you right now, I will walk in any one of these fucking rooms. You guys want to play the trad game? You want to be trad? I'll walk in a room right now and go, pills, coke, pills, meth. Fucking, we'll go down a line and people will go. Like, remember,
and then he'll go down and go, slut, abortion, single mom.
2 abortions. Yeah. This one worked at a strip club in San Jose. This one, I will go down a list to the point where by the end of it,
I've literally slept with this one.
Seriously, an hour ago. And then at the end, it'll be like the end of that last It's Always Sunny episode where they all just kind of go, you nailed it, right? Yeah, I mean, she pretty much got it. Completely dead on. I have nothing to say to that. So don't start fucking slinging shade, guys, because Trust me, I went to that rally and I was like, pills, antidepressants, Xanax. This one's been drinking since before I started.
This one's been drinking since before I was born.
Yeah. So let's not throw shade.
So we have one side calling us leftist. You have the other side calling us hardcore white supremacist, and we're in the middle. Like, what do you want from me?
It looks like somebody I know. Yeah, without the hood.
Look, all right, guys. Look, to be fair, we've only watched 4 movies, but those are the references you're going to get on this show. Okay?
How can you? I have to say this, that we have to be doing an exceptional job if we're managing to piss off literally everybody.
Everybody's mad at us.
It's really beautiful to be getting called leftist communists and hardcore. Like leftist communists by the QAnon crowd, hardcore white supremacists by the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Hammy said something that I thought was funny when we were.
Did? Are you sure it was Hammy?
That's why
Maybe you just
why do you
thought
think
it
I
was-
remembered it? I love you, Hammy. We're
I'm
kidding.
just kidding.
So we were sitting there.
No, that was Nick. His name was Nick.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Poor Hammy. We were. He said when we were sitting at the bar, we were sitting at Harry's bar. He goes, "You know what, guys? I can't believe it, but I really have to say, you fucking made it." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Nobody here likes you." And I'm like, right? I'm like, nobody likes us here.
So hated, dude.
Yeah.
And I've had, I could say that I've honestly had periods in my life where I've done pretty well and where I could say that I could honestly say I had haters. And not in the cringe way, but I legitimately just had haters.
You mean fucking haters?
Fucking haters, dude. The show's passed you by, dude. No, but... Oh, did you hear Jim's whining about his money now? 2 more weeks. There's 2 more weeks left.
Of his contract. Oh, that's right. Their contracts are always up in October.
They haven't signed yet. Getting very close. Yeah, he was very mad about the money. So anyway, I have had haters before, but never in such a large amount. And it's bizarre. It's a bizarre experience when people genuinely are like, "Oh, fuck you, dude!" Like all I did was order a beer, and it's ruined everyone's
And it's
night.
weird when people walk up to you and don't like you that you don't even know. Like, that's weird. Like, don't get me wrong. Look, and I'll say this. It was kind of also, because, we talk about that, but it was kind of humbling to have people there that knew us, that liked us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
That was really cool. But it was also, and I know maybe it's because we're fucking, like he said, they're right, we're narcissists. It was even cooler to have people that hated us. And people that bigger than us, Senate candidates, they just fucking hated us.
There was, dude, when I went in, the funny thing was, right, because we went to the after party.
And after the party's the hotel lobby. Sorry. We went to the after party.
So we go to the after party, and he's on the phone, I think, with his wife or something, and Hammy's doing something. So everybody kind of stayed out for a second.
Yeah.
And I just was like, Mr. Jefferson, I did. Remember the walk that Tupac did at his trial when they exonerated him? I did that walk into the Vince McMahon into the bitch, and I went and got a beer, and I went in alone, and it had already began. Like we walked in, and it was just at least 3 people were like. And I was just like, I could feel it. I'm like, and I went and I opened up a tab and I got a beer, and then I saw fucking Ashton Birdie. So I was like, all right, that's somebody who's not gonna fucking scream and curse at me. So I just went over and I'm like, hey, what up? And we talked for like 2 minutes, and then other people were walking by like, and I was like, oh, buddy, it was pretty funny. So they didn't care for us.
So is this Hareem right here, this video you sent me?
Yes, Hareem standing up for Israel.
Is it really Hareem?
Just, would you play it, please?
All right. So, hey,
This is
I believe you. Hold on, here we go.
Don't disrespect him, Holmes.
Hey, we still right here, homie. It's fucking morning. Fucking...
We got the enemigas right there, homie. Let me represent myself, homie. It's Creeper, homie, from the G-Dub 13 gang, homie. Sun Valley gang, homie.
fucking whiner from Westside Armenian Power Gang, homie.
Still puro sureños putting it
Right
down,
here,
homie.
homie. We
In
don't
Middle
give a
East,
fuck.
homie, in Syria, still gangbanging, not giving a fuck, homie. Look,
Right
homie,
here,
check
dog.
this shit out with the puro sur 13, homie. Still gangbanging this shit, homie. Got the G-dub, homie. Go, Mali. Check out the enemigas right there, homie. They're all right there, dog. But we don't give a fuck, homie.
This gave me a great idea. We deport all the illegal immigrants to Syria.
The
Yeah.
old reverse deportation.
Well, not even that. Okay, here's the
Well,
thing.
how about we just leave Syria alone, period? I like that idea. Just let Assad do his thing. Sounds like more of a plan.
Oh wait, hold on. It's been a few weeks, so there could be another fake chemical attack coming in a little while.
I love when people go, "Oh, what are you fucking shilling for Russia now? You just shilling Russia's whole narrative,
Yes.
about what's going on in Syria." Here's my deal with Russia and Syria and the U.S. Syria is like literally right inside Russia's fucking asshole, right? It's way closer to Russia than it is to us. So yes, I defer to Russia on that. You know, there's like 3 world superpowers, and the 3 of them are supposed to worry about their fucking area, the area around their shit.
Yeah.
So it's our job. Like, look, if fucking Chile starts getting, mouthy, if Peru starts getting wacky and launching nukes, look, that's, Russia and China's going to look at us and go, hey, can you get them little banana republics under control, please? That's supposed to be your shit. And then, you get a couple warnings like, you're going to do it or we're going to go to South America and do it. And we have to do it. This is Syria, Russia's problem. So, but yeah, there are now, that's real, by the way.
Oh no, I know. Oh, I know it's real.
There are Mexican gangbangers.
One
going
was
to
Mexican
Syria.
and one was Armenian.
Really?
Yeah, one of them even said Armenian something. Because, but all gangs now have to take on the vernacular of the Mexican.
Who are they
gangs.
fighting though?
I really don't know. Oh, they're still fighting the Latin King.
But whose side are they on? The classic wrestling fucking commentator. But whose side are they on?
It was me, Israel. It was me all along, Holmes.
Yo, we got to stop Assad, Holmes. Yo, use chemical weapons on his own people.
The Latin Jews. They're fighting the Latin Jews, legal Latino, he says.
Fat Keck Boy says they were fighting Assad. I know one of the guys is dead. So they're fucking assholes then.
Was an asshole.
So-
they're fighting the kosher Crips.
So you're telling me that these Latino gangbangers are literally ISIS now?
Tara Priest says he wasn't Armenian. I didn't see him in a suede Adidas jogging suit with a gold chain.
Well, that's more Slavic people, Serbians.
So
yeah, so they're literally ISIS now.
yeah, what's the problem? Why are you making this weird?
We every 5 to 10 years we just topple a strongman, and the entire world map has to change, and it gets way worse and more dangerous. And like in Libya, slavery literally came back. There's just like the caliphate spreads, and then every few years we're like, you know what I don't like? That fucking Assad. Yeah, we should show that guy what's up. Like, if we still had Saddam, Gaddafi, and Assad, it would be a much more manageable situation.
You
over
took
there.
the words. I was going to say Saddam specifically. If we still had Hussein, it would have been a way, way more, like you said, manageable geopolitical situation. Because, look, say what you want about him, he kept those little fucking tribes in check.
Yeah, but now has us completely convinced that we need to keep dumping more money and soldiers there because we have a boogeyman to fight because of the.
There's always a boogeyman, by the way. There's always going to be one.
Instead of the real one.
So, speaking of boogeyman, seems like some more bad news for Trump.
Lobbyist and former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort struck a plea deal with special counsel Robert Mueller and pleaded guilty to 2 charges on September 14th. The terms of the deal include him cooperating as a potential witness. Manafort's decision is a stunning development in the investigation into whether any Trump associates conspired with Russia to influence the 2016
Paul
election.
Manafort's sister related to Jeb Bush's wife, or Paul Manafort's wife, rather.
I've never seen him in the same place at the same time.
That family of women must make insane chalupas.
The plea deal comes on the cusp of Manafort's second jury trial, after a jury found him guilty of 8 tax and bank fraud charges in his first trial in August. In a document filed before Manafort entered his plea, prosecutors said he's willing to admit guilt to 2 of the 7 crimes he faced: conspiring to defraud the United States and conspiring to obstruct justice. The charges stem from his lobbying work in Ukraine and accuse him of cheating the U.S. out of more
2014 through 16, by the way. This is not even when he was doing anything for Trump.
No.
So just, again, notice that the Washington Post doesn't point that out.
than $15
But they're
million.
really pushing, like, the left on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Like, there's a blue check mark storm of people, like, acting like this is it. It's
But
done. This presidency is over.
But they've said that about every time someone cooperates.
And I've seen some really padded lists
Yeah.
of things. Like, they've made it out like, oh, man, 11 people have fucking cooperated so far. I'm like, I know, and you still don't have a case. Like, that should be bad. That's a bad thing, not a good thing. You know, a lot of cases, it only takes one guy. You know what I mean? It only took Sammy the Bull. It took one guy to take the mob down. All it takes is one snitch with the actual corroborating evidence. None of them have anything.
Mueller's a few days away from planting a gun on somebody. You know what I mean? You know?
Better he'll plant crack on somebody, like old school style.
He starts choking homeless corpses like
I don't know. I
McNulty.
just think that Ivanka really likes crack, and you're like, nobody believes it.
What?
She's got a car full of crack
What are you doing?
or methamphetamine, and you're like, look at her skin. There's no way.
in taxes. With his plea deal, Manafort becomes one of several defendants connected to the Trump campaign to cooperate or plead guilty in connection to the special counsel probe. That growing
By the way, you know what he's doing? This is brilliant. This is okay. You predict things sometimes. I'm going to predict something. Here's what's going on. He is going to cooperate with Mueller. Absolutely going to. But he's not going to say anything about Trump. You want to know why? In 3 months, after the midterms, Trump's going to go, guess what? You're pardoned. He's going to... That's what's... I'm telling you. That's what's going to happen.
Then why cooperate at all? That's what I don't understand.
Because if he cooperates at the beginning, he's going to get 0 jail time. He's going to get time served, so he doesn't have to sit in a jail cell for 3 months while he waits to be pardoned.
I get it, but man, be a soldier. Dog, just fucking do your time. It's only a couple months.
But look, these guys are not guys that are used to being soldiers, dude.
Yeah, and also, but still, these are guys that go to pretty posh jails, too. I mean, it's not posh, but he's not going to jail.
In South Carolina jail right now in the fucking eye of the hurricane.
Exactly. You're going to calm down. You're going to go do a couple months in a room. It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's inconvenient. But I would have more respect for a guy who just soldiers. Like, I would soldier up and be like, how long am I doing? Was it 2 years?
Yeah, but
he's going to pardon me, right? All right, let's just do this.
Yeah, again,
I'll just go sit in that
listen,
bitch.
that is my prediction. Cohen, I know, is a fucking rat and a snake. I still don't think Manafort is.
Cohen's a piece of shit.
I still don't think Manafort is.
Cohen
I'll be honest.
Is definitely a piece of shit. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, people are already saying that NPR already said something about that. This is I'm trying to find it now. The exact quote.
Now, NPR, that's the No Puerto Ricans organization?
No. That's the group that we're a part of.
Oh, the No Puerto Ricans Association.
Hardcore white supremacy.
Yeah.
I can't find it now, but NPR did tweet something out earlier that, quote, this had nothing to do with the... oh, that's because I'm signed into ROTC. That's probably why.
Good job.
But no, it said something having to do with Manafort's cooperation has nothing to do with the Trump campaign. So
because all this stuff happened before the Trump campaign. And by the way, when the media is another trick that they use, they say he's going to cooperate with the Mueller investigation, right? The Mueller investigation...
Mueller time, right? Huh? Blue wave.
The Mueller investigation is an investigation in Russian collusion, not specifically against Trump. The Mueller investigation is against collusion all around, not specifically to take.
But if
Trump.
this wasn't Robert Mueller, if this was not the Democrats in charge of this, if this was not like a deep state globalist type operation, in any normal scenario, people would have already been reined in any normal
Yeah.
prosecutorial
But he's not being reined
position. Like if this was a DA and they were investigating us on like a drug dealing RICO thing, we were some street gang. Eventually, even with that, the district attorney goes, "Look, we got a budget, and they're really." You got to stop clipping all these friends of friends for some minor shit because your shit's not working. This is costing us they do that with cops too, where they're like, look, eventually we have to stop.
But you're right. Look what they're doing to Kavanaugh. Have you seen that? They found some girl that when he was 17 years old that he had sex with. And now, 36 years later, she's calling it rape. I'm being serious.
But this is he was at prom or something.
He was 17, correct. And by the way, something else, whenever the Supreme Court, whenever they
that's just evil, dude. When you get to that level now, you're fucking making up a 30-something-year-old. Like, look, we were all on the Roy Moore thing.
Yeah.
I think we all agreed that guy. There was enough smoke around that. We were like, I don't like this dude.
But also, normally when there's a hearing for the Supreme Court. At the end of the thing, you get to ask additional questions, right? Do you know how many additional questions the Democrats sent back? 1,269. That is more questions than every single Supreme Court nominee ever combined.
I believe it. Combined.
This
guy, man. And now they're gonna try to make up some
Me Too thing.
Oh, this is dirty, man. This is really.
They would been digging this guy. Let me show you. This guy's so clean that they've been digging and digging, and the only thing they could come up with was drunk sex when he was 17 years old. And by the way, he's already denied it. He goes, "This is crazy. I don't know what you're talking about."
They got the girl to say this though, huh?
That's
pretty
what
fucking
it
crazy, man.
seems like. Correct.
Man, and then they try to pretend like there's no deep state, that there is no machine that works together.
Of course, yeah.
With each other. Like, this is insanity.
That's true. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, fucking lefty Ruth Bader Ginsburg, said, "This is the most partisan thing I've ever seen." She was saying it.
The human salamander.
Yeah, no, seriously. She always looks like she's about to fall asleep. All right, so I guess we can move on, right? To Chelsea Clinton.
Oh boy,
Chelsea Clinton was on Sirius XM at a town hall meeting
on the Jim and Sam show.
No, they can't get her.
This would be how that would go if Chelsea Clinton was on the Jim and Sam show. You ready?
Yeah.
So what was when your mom lost the election? What was that? Sam, take this over. I got to take a shit.
Do you watch wrestling?
So you lost an election, and like, what was that? Tell me, what was that? What was that like? And then Chelsea just goes, "You are a disturbing looking man." And she just leaves.
All right, this is them on Sirius XM today.
Whenever we talk about Roe, we're talking that fight has been happening.
Oh yes, that's also your girl Lena Dunham.
Really?
I believe so.
Can I be honest with you? It's the best she's ever looked. And I'm not saying, trust me when I tell you, I am in no way even implying that she looks like a 3. I'm just saying for Lena Dunham, that's the most, I'll say that's the most human Lena Dunham's ever looked.
So here she is. Okay, so there's Chelsea. So let's play it.
We're talking, that fight has been happening through the entirety of our lives. Mm-hmm. My mother had that fight. My grandmother had that. I mean, how can you keep from like the generational exhaustion pulling you down? How do you keep going in the hopes that your daughter doesn't have to have this fight?
They're talking about Roe v. Wade, by the way.
No, of course, women fighting. They're so courageous. By the way, you haven't been having that fight for generations. You had that fight until Roe v. Wade, and then it was over, and that was it.
That's the answer, isn't it? Right? Like, I look at my children, and I, to quote Jim Kim, optimism is a moral choice, right? Every day I make the moral choice to be optimistic, that my efforts and my energies particularly when I am fortunate enough to be in partnership kind of with.
Holy fuck, she looks just like her mom, though.
I actually sometimes wonder what she'd look like if, what do you call it? If Bill was actually her dad. No, she looks a lot like her rumored dad.
Oh, really?
To be honest with you. Yeah, the guy that slept with Hillary, she looks a lot like him.
With fellow travelers, hopefully will make a difference.
Yeah.
And when I think about all of the statistics that are painful of what women are confronting, Zerlina, today in our country, and what even more women confronted pre-Roe, and how many women died, and how many more women were maimed because of unsafe abortion practices. We just can't go back to that. Like, that's unconscionable to me. And also, and I'm sure that this will unleash another wave of hate in my direction, but as a deeply religious person, it's also unchristian.
She's deeply religious.
It's unchristian.
She's deeply religious.
Unchristian.
Remember when she had a $10 million wedding
That we paid for?
That no, not we, not just we, but they siphoned away from Haitian emergency, relief effort funds.
Yes, I do remember that.
Hey, remember that dress? Remember the $3 million dress? Deeply religious.
To me.
Right. Well, you handle the hate pretty well.
No, it's
You are
okay.
such a hero, Chelsea.
Handle the hate pretty well. Hey, as a very religious person, Chelsea, what about your father raping people?
Yeah, what about the rapes?
What about the rapes?
Chelsea Clinton, we ask you. Royce Lopez,
Yeah.
Mike Shealy, Hardcore White Supremacist Hour. We're asking you. What? I'm not letting it go.
I know.
Here's what I'm going to do, SPLC. I'm going to say that phrase so many times in the coming months that it's just like with you guys. It's going to lose all meaning.
Fucking idiots.
But, so she's deeply religious.
Deeply religious.
She looks like she's one
gonna-
chromosome away from full-on Down syndrome, is what Pinochet says.
She's going to run for office. That's what she's
Of course
doing.
she is.
This Clinton dynasty's not going anywhere.
Nope, but you know what's going to happen, right? I happen to have a lovely, beautiful, extremely intelligent daughter, self-made, very strong woman, very wonderful woman. My daughter, Ivanka, will be running against Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine her having to go up against all that glam?
It would
And
be
a Jewish husband. She's
bloodbath.
Jewish kids. Forget it. She's elected already. It's automatic. Oh my God! It's almost like I would elect Ivanka Trump and have her Jewish husband be the first husband before I'd ever hand the keys to the White House back to the Clintons. Do you understand me? Do you understand? I'm already kind of borderline a monarchy guy anyway. I want the Trumps to just be the fucking monarchy of America. Fuck it. Just let them rule with an iron fist.
Arrest for offensive Facebook and Twitter post soar in London. 625 arrests have been made this year.
That's good, though.
The
But
number of people
What
being-
about the rapes, though? The Asian men raping? Anything? Do you have a stat there?
No, it's just about the
Okay,
meme.
just making sure.
A recent study found the words slut and whore were used in UK Twitter users 10,000 times in 3 weeks. We don't have so many sluts and whores.
What if, guys?
Yes.
Let's say that you weren't the police, right? Let's say you just worked for like Jezebel. I would probably stress to you what a colossal waste of time and resources it is to track how many times the word bitch or slut gets used on the internet. Your police, your country is getting subject to acid attacks and rapes daily. Stabbings are like trendier in the UK than rap music. You have a problem, and it's not the word bitch.
The Communications Act of 2003 defines illegal communication as using public electronic communication network in order to cause annoyance, inconvenience, or needless anxiety. Yes, Mike.
What about black guys that refuse to wear headphones on the subway and blast?
Hold on, let me look.
Migos. Is that
That's
covered?
not on there.
That's not
It's not
covered.
covered. You can do that.
But you're using your electronic device.
You can't do that.
To annoy all of us.
The figures obtained from the Metropolitan Police Force via Freedom of Information request only apply to the London area. The legislation has been used to arrest Twitter users responsible for racist hate speech. According to Voctive, among many recently arrested was a Scottish citizen who had posted hate speech about Syrian refugees on his Facebook page. A recent study found that I already read that.
What is hate? Well, I want to know what his tweet was.
I'll see if I can find it.
Because on the one hand, I feel like it won't be hate speech because the British are just cucks. But on the other hand, this gentleman was Scottish, so it might have been hate speech.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Because Scottish and Irish people, at our core, we are shit posters. So.
Okay, man arrested for Facebook post about Syrian refugees. Okay, let me find it here. Okay, do they even say? They're not saying what it is, even in this one.
This is unbelievable. This is so unbelievably cucked.
And then after they arrested him, they said, I hope that the arrest of the individual sent a clear message that the police in Scotland will not tolerate any form of activity that could incite hatred and provoke offensive comments on social media.
This is why it's so much fun to harass UK police on social media. And I think we've all done that at one time or another. It's fun. Tweet vulgar and vile things to the British police. It's really funny because they get mad when they find out you're in the United States.
I can't look. I'm reading. Here's the other thing. The way their reporting works, they can't even post what it is because then it would be hate speech. I'm honestly going through story after story as you talk to see if I could find what this offensive Facebook post was.
That is a scary fucking thought.
Right? That you look. I'm going to the Daily Mail. Let's see if I find it here.
Bet you won't. Because Daily Mail's like the biggest paper there. They won't do it.
Nope.
Imagine being this cucked.
Wow. That is by the way, every time they go, Europe is so much more enlightened than us. You just fucking ban memes. Like, are you fucking serious?
Oh, okay. So you'll be the European, I'll be the American, because you're so much more enlightened than I am. What did that guy say in that Facebook post that got him suspended?
I'm not even going to repeat it because it was so hurtful.
No. But what was it though?
You're not gonna catch me in a trap. Why would I? I don't repeat hurtful content, mate.
They deleted it, all traces of it, and you have no idea what he said, do you?
No, I
So
don't.
you're just slandering a man. You didn't even read his words. You just heard that he said some mean things.
Well, that's something a hardcore white supremacist would say. And scene.
I give up. I just give up. Oh, and I got my regular Facebook back today.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have that for like a day.
I'm gonna have to break the news to all of my
Normie friends
and family that I am on the Southern Poverty Law Center's hate watch.
My mother has been obsessed. She's been calling me, telling me, "Have you done it yet? Is it done? What are you doing? What's it?" Because she's fucking pissed, dude. She's really angry.
I did prefer her initial reaction.
Yeah.
Though. The initial laugh
Was like just laughing.
She's
Yeah,
hysterical laughing. But yeah, I'm mad, but
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm harping on that, man, because they're doing it there. They're doing it here. Look, do you guys see that this is a problem? We're not going to be allowed to make jokes anymore.
You're
We're
right.
not going to be allowed to fucking joke around anymore. Like, they want us to live in a horrible world. But now they don't even want to let us joke around while we're living in this horrible world. It's like we're even conceding, fine, make the world horrible, globalist hellhole.
But let us joke.
Could I, when I'm dying in the gulags, can we at least crack jokes with each other? I don't want to not have humor left. If the food runs out, we're going to need the humor.
All right, so We have a lot of stuff. Okay, so Mike, you know how off air you were telling me that Bono is your favorite musician / political commentator?
I've never said that.
Yeah, no, you were like,
I've never said that.
you're like, you know who I really like to go to their concert, not because of their music, but because of what he's going to say about politics.
Never said that in my life.
He was like U2, not to be confused with 2U, the band that used to be run by not a pedophile Joe Cumia, not that one. I'm talking about U2.
Joe,
not a pedophile.
Joe
Cumia?
Child Spit Cumia.
All right, focus. Focus.
The man got trolled into going on the People's Court and emphatically declaring that he's not a pedophile. Like you've lost the trolling game.
All right,
Sorry.
look, let's focus.
Focus.
Yeah, JJ Stoner's like free speech is dead. It's been dead. No, you're right. Okay, so this is let me set it up. Bono was performing in Paris. Okay,
And he's doing an evil clown thing. What a fucking hack.
it's
What a
even worse than that. So he's performing in Paris, but he's talking about Sweden, and he's talking about all the we saw it, all the people that are marching that they are calling Nazis. Remember?
Yeah. He's talking about the dirty, filthy, evil Nazis that just don't want to be raped in Sweden.
Yeah, them. So this isn't even like he put makeup on. He had on the camera one of those like Snapchat filters that put a devil on his face. And well, let's hear what he has to say. And by the way, remember, Mephisto, which is the devil. He's Mephisto, and remember, Mephisto.
This is so, dude.
Mephisto, the devil, is for the Nazis. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
This is so hackneyed. Like,
All right.
This is really uncomfortable to watch. Like, I know people are outraged at this today.
I'm not outraged.
I've seen a lot of QAnon. Well, I know, but I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of these QAnon. You see what I mean? They're satanic Lucifer. I'm like, you guys are even cornier. Don't be even cornier right now, because we need to focus on how hack this bit is.
Why are we timing people out?
Yes, again. Okay, look, this is. I got to do this. I got to take you. You got to take your wrench away, sis. I love you, but you got to go. I can't. I don't even know how to do it.
Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's get back to the show. All right, so this is Bono at a U2 concert, because people pay to see him sing Bloody Sunday, I'm assuming, and not do this. So let's hear edgy Bono.
You're a handsome devil. Je suis Monsieur Mephisto à votre service.
He said in French, "I'm Mephisto at your service." And by the way,
using a Facebook
the face filter
face.
keeps coming on and off.
I know.
This is corny.
This is really bad.
I'm just back from Sweden. I didn't know how much I liked the Swedish.
I can't do this. It's
Good?
so
Awesome?
bad. It's so bad.
Tall, blonde, blue-eyed, boring. But now it appears the Swedes.
By the way, this looks like when Mel Gibson does his fucking videos, but the difference is Mel Gibson, his videos are intentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
They're always like 11 seconds long, and he's fucking around in his car on his lunch break. And his videos are, this is, you're Bono. Remember when they made that terrible pop album? The Stage,
Yes.
the giant tour they went on. They're using Facebook filters.
It's
oh,
really cool.
wow, man.
Oh no, it gets better.
Oof.
Swedes are beginning to discover their
Pop it off.
Aryan potential. Oh yes.
Now, Bono is the same guy that said that old, aging Europeans need to be reinvigorated with, young men from Middle East and Africa.
That's correct.
The youthful vibrance of those men. Okay, well, people from Africa and the Middle East have old people too, right? And then people in Europe have young people too, right? I hate Bono. You guys remember Joshua Tree?
I remember. Mitch says all their albums were terrible pop albums.
No, Joshua Tree was. You can't look. Objectively, you cannot shit on Joshua Tree.
I could shit on it. I've never liked any U2 song. But that's not even. I'm not even being edgelorded because of Bono. I've never liked U2 or even Coldplay. Diet U2.
I can't shit on Joshua. Joshua Tree was a dope album. Everything else this man has done has been a fucking abomination.
So, Jimmy. I like him. He's done so well in the election today. I love elections. I love balloons. I love parties that get out of hand. France, you disappointed my favorite, little Marie Le Pen.
Is this supposed to be good?
Marie, he's talking about Marie Le Pen now.
I'm going to ask this again. Is this supposed to be good?
Yes. It's not, though, right?
Like,
That's what you're saying?
This is what I'm saying, dude. People are looking through these lenses now. Like, where it doesn't matter. If you're a liberal, if you're a leftist communist, and you're eating at a communist shitty restaurant, the food is delicious because a communist made it. The food could be utter dog shit. Everything is looked at through the lens of politics now. There are leftists in this audience going, this is the shittest guy. He fucking gets it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and the right is just as guilty of this, where they go like to Moore and they go, you know what? This is one heck of a rally. We sure know how to throw a party. You're like, no, you don't.
No,
Look
you
at
don't.
That bridge is embarrassing. It's just a bike trailer with paper mache flyers on it. It's not a bridge. So I'm just so angry that no longer can we come together as Americans and just go. It's so bad. Remember when we could be united in mocking something out of existence and going, and don't you come back? Like, this is so bad.
I'm like the father she never had. And now she's had to change the name of her party. So people don't know that they don't like Jews or blacks.
So that, again, when you boil things down to just, just because you hate Jews and black, that's all it is. That is literally why people all across Europe are wasting their weekends, their days off, to get dressed up and go to a rally where they will be potentially photographed, doxxed, and ruined because...
And called hardcore white supremacist.
Yes, just because. It's not the rapes. It's not because they're being demographically completely wiped out and replaced in their own backyard. It's you just hate Jews and blacks. Get out of here, bigot. Do you see now why you guys are losing? Because even normies look at this and go, well, I think it's more complicated than they just hate Jews and blacks. Like, anybody that wants to have a conversation now in the middle is going, I don't know, there do seem to be a lot of rapes.
And you know what's also ironic? You know what group of people doesn't really like blacks? Jews. And you know what group of people doesn't really like Jews? Blacks. I mean, look at Al Sharpton. No, remember Al Sharpton got in trouble for that? Farrakhan? Dude, stop acting like these people are all together. Yeah, exactly.
Crown Heights riots was, even as a kid, dude, I don't think you people realize how surreal that was as a kid growing up in New York. And the front page of the news for weeks was like Hasidic Jews and homies just beating the shit out of each other in the streets. It was really weird. Remember when Jesse Jackson called New York Jaime Town?
Yes. Of course I remember that.
So don't fucking... Enough of that shit.
I told her you can hide in plain sight. Because it's when you don't believe I exist.
This is terrible.
You know what bothers me too? Because I saw this earlier, and here's what bugged me the most. He's a writer. He writes songs, right? You think he would have written something for this? But he's kind of just riffing. You know what I mean? He's riffing. This is him riffing.
And it's bad riffing.
And it's
he's
not.
got nothing.
He's not quick enough. He's not smart enough. He's just a meme.
That's when I do my best work. Don't believe what you hear. Don't believe what you see. Just close your eyes. You can feel the enemy!
That's pretty much it.
That is
pretty much it.
What is, like, he really thought, like, I'm going to be.
Oh, yeah, he thought this was
and
cool.
And again, people are looking at this objectively, not objectively, they're looking at this through a biased lens. So all the lefty, Vice, and all them are going, Bono, Bono shreds, the alt-right and a new fucking man, but it's not good. You're just on the same team and you're cheerleading each other. This is why we get so much shit for punch and rot. Stop punch and rot. Because Royce and I look at things through an objective lens. And when you see somebody on the right, like a Baked Alaska, going, we love our president, you have to go, all right, dude, stop it. Stop it. We have to mock you mercilessly and disavow you. Otherwise, this shit will spread. You know what I mean? When you have fucking guys that show up to a rally in Charlottesville and turn a rally that originally was supposed to not be that way and hijacked it and turned it into a white nationalist rally. And they were chanting about Jews and walking around macing people. Well, we have to point that out and go, you're fucking retarded. You're not helping. Who on the left is policing the left?
There is no police on the left.
Occasionally, I'll give it.
Bill Maher, once in a while.
Bill Maher, and very rarely, but once in a while, Vic Berger. And Vic Berger is disgusting, and he's an asshole, and he's gone after a lot of people unfairly, but he does funny shit, and sometimes he cannot help himself when somebody on the left makes such an ass of themselves, and he's like, and he just breaks out the video editing software, and he's like, it's going to be a busy night. But there's not. Yeah, Bill Maher is one of the only guys that will go like, he stuck up for Alex Jones. He's like, the man has lied about me. But, I don't even think he should be unpersoned. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you what they are policing, Mike. Facebook is making AI that can identify offensive memes.
Oh, good. But you do understand, right? This is just like any other black market criminal thing. It's just like any war type situation. People will adapt. We're going to adapt to your stupid AI.
Facebook's moderators can't possibly look through every single image that gets posted on the enormous platform. So Facebook is building AI to help them out. In a blog post today, Facebook describes a system that's built called Rosetta that uses machine learning to identify text and images and videos that are transcribed into something that that's machine readable. In particular, Facebook is finding this tool helpful for transcribing the text on memes. Text transcriptions tools are nothing new, but Facebook faces different challenges because of the size of the platform. Rosetta is said to be live now, extracting text from 1 billion images and videos a day. Right now, it isn't entirely clear what Facebook is doing with the data. It's useful for basic features like photo search and screen readers, and blog points out, but it sounds like Facebook is starting to put toward a much bigger goals, like figuring out what would be interesting to put in your news feed, and more importantly, figuring out which memes are just goofy memes and which are actually spreading hate speech or other offensive comments. Facebook says, text... Yes.
I cannot wait until there are memes where it's just a picture of a circle, and that's just hate speech. I can't wait until we get so bizarrely obscure, like just esoteric and weird and obscure that we're just, it's literally the AI is going to go, oh, a picture of a circle? Nope. Because you do understand that's what shit you don't understand this. Do you understand how few ideologues there are in this culture war, a lot of us are just shit posters, and it has nothing to do with hate speech or offensiveness or getting passes or white supremacy or global. Or none of that. Communism versus capitalism has nothing to do with that. A lot of us just want to see if we can keep breaking the censors. That's all this is. They're going to come up with all the AI is going to do is change what the definition of things are. So people are going to go, all right, well, we have a new thing.
Yep.
It's literally just a circle on a piece of paper. And people are going to go like, and eventually you're going to have to ban all circles. And then we're going to break your fucking machine. We do this. How many AIs have we killed? We will kill more.
Yeah, no, we've turned the internet has turned AI. Remember the one they turned into a Nazi?
Tay was. Look, there's just like in Westworld, there's an entire room full of AIs that they've had to unplug because you guys tried, and we violated them. We'll keep doing it. You're not going to win this war.
No,
Keep
you're
it
right.
up. Keep it up. Just because that's the thing. You're going to go, well, Pepe the Frog, that is a racist caricature and it's an alt-right symbol. All right, we'll take ducks then.
No.
We're going to ruin every animal.
We'll get Slippy the Frog from Star Fox. He'll be the next
Slippy
one.
the Frog. Or, no, because the AI will pick up on frogs. We'll
you're
go to
right.
ducks. Then we'll make it deer. Eventually, we won't be able to post pictures of any animals online. And then that's 90% of the internet
I got one.
is posting adorable animals.
Sam the anti-Semitic salamander.
I like
what
that.
What do you think?
I think what we start doing is just sharing genuine videos of animals being cute. But we make that the new. Is Kittens Playing with Yarn the new alt-right dog whistle?
It is.
It is.
Ironically, dog whistle, too. Are actual dog whistles?
Yeah, because when dogs see the fucking cat playing with the yarn, they lose their shit.
Are actual dog whistles the new alt-right dog whistle?
Dude.
We should just post pictures of dog whistles.
Can we go to the next event or rally just blowing dog whistles?
I'd be so upset all the people walking their dogs, though.
It's the new thing. I just want to blow dog whistles at an actual rally. I want to actually get signed up as a speaker at one of these rallies, so I can show up, blow into a dog whistle while I hold the microphone for just 2 minutes straight, and then leave.
It's gonna be so many dogs freaking out.
And after a nice pause, and everybody just starts clapping, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jews."
And by the way,
well, then what was the point of the dog whistle?
Mike, when he said nice pause, he spelled it PAWS.
Get it?
Yeah. Hardcore white supremacist radio.
Why do you people listen?
I don't know. I wouldn't listen to us either. We have to go to break. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. Patreon.com/We'reNotSorry is the best way to become a monthly donator to the show and help the show grow. We also appreciate the SPLC Legal Fund. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSith. We will be back. Maybe. If not, it will go to
play it by ear.
And
what happens.
If not, it will go to a billboard. We're talking about different things.
Yeah, you said we'll be back from break, and I was like, maybe we will. We'll play it by ear.
We're gonna be back after break. Get your dog whistles ready. Revenge of the Sith.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sith. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes?
Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
With this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon?
Go ahead.
You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone
Randy, we've got a problem.
What?
Reality's here. He's trying to crash the party.
Reality?
Who let him in? Shit!
Ooh,
nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis on a Friday show. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to go to revengeofthesis.com. Check out our stories. You can buy t-shirts there, which is awesome. Take a picture. You'll be on the show. But welcome, guys. Last day, so we're going to have a fun Friday show after a very, very stressful
That's right, guys. It's Hardcore White Supremacist Friday. Pew, pew, pew.
Fucking idiots. Welcome. The fact that they don't get any humor.
It's not surprising.
No,
at
it's
all.
not surprising. All right, Mike. Well, we're having a fun show, right?
Having a couple laughs. Okay, look.
What? Let's watch the. Hey, you don't want to talk about Erin Phillips, a trans model taking fashion by storm?
Okay, I feel like
what?
Trans would be maybe the second or third adjective I'd use.
Fourth, maybe. Because I added one more. All right, let's watch.
Pushing because I know who I am.
Now, for those of you not looking, Erin Phillips is in a wheelchair and also trans.
And also not attractive. What is the point of this?
Looks like Cisco.
I think it's time to really include marginalized folks within fashion in big ways.
Stop it.
Look, no.
Stop it. You will respect this.
Why is everything... Okay, we can agree, right, that life is cyclical. Fashion, trends and all this shit come and go. Eventually, as a society, right, this whole how much of a victim are you thing has to stop, right? Like, we got to reach a peak at some point where somebody's just a gelatinous blob that lives in a bubble because it has autoimmune issues. And we have to reach, the end of this weird universe and then go, all right, let's just turn around and go back. I just want to go back to having, 6'5" Nordic women as fucking models.
Yeah.
Can we
That
just
was
go
great.
back? Remember the 80s?
Oh, I remember.
Remember the 80s, right? The models were so gorgeous that we would actually go to things and then be furious because it didn't live up to the expectations of the model. You'd see Pan Am and it'd have pictures of these fucking Melania Trump-looking broads in the Pan Am outfits, and you go, oh, but then you'd go and it'd be two gay guys and a fat chick. But we have to reach the end of this victim parading, right? This is just the modern freak show, right?
Oh, of course it is. And the people enjoy the modern freak show, but the rules are, as long as you hide it by pretending that it's empowerment, you get to privately laugh at them.
But the people that were I know people have this Elephant Man idea of what freak shows were, but I actually worked at a carnival for a summer, and I know weird carnies with deformities that do freak show stuff. They enjoy the camaraderie of it. They have a cool working on the road, making money life. It's not this. They're not fucking slaves that are kept in cages with their bearded lady. They're, you know what I mean? They're people that have turned their thing into something. Ironically, they've turned it into something empowering. Where people mock them, but they got to break off a couple shekels. Shout out to Eric Trump, and then people will, whatever. This is just look how empowered I am. I'm a model. Oh, cool. I'm an astronaut. I'm a drunk astronaut.
And I'm a Cuban white supremacist.
Do you understand when you come up to me going, I'm a man, bing, bing, bop, bloop, blorp? It's just the equivalent of anybody who knows me and sees how much I drink, seeing me get on your airplane and going, hey, folks, I'm going to be your pilot today. So, sweetheart, just get me 2 or you're going to have to keep making trips. All right, guys, just don't worry. Strap in. We're going to get you to Atlanta. People would go, no, you're not. You're not a pilot.
That's why I'm working so hard to become a model, so that in my wheelchair, being trans, black, and disabled, feminine, I can...
She's everything. You can't be everything.
Walk runways like Gucci and Prada and Dior and Maison Margiela and all the big runways, because there are no...
Does a runway have a wheelchair ramp?
Look at the teddy bear.
I see the teddy bear.
This whole, you understand though, right? If you weren't all, nobody would care about you,
can't
right?
say that.
I just did.
Okay.
But you get it, right? Without all this, you're just an ugly person with a speech impediment. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You are right.
You'd be working at a fucking Safeway if it weren't for and somebody now this went, oh, aren't you precious?
No reason not to. It's just up to them now, because we're here.
diagnosed with quadriplegic cerebral palsy as a baby.
And that's a shame.
That
it
is.
really is. But again, let's stop with this shit, okay? You're not a fucking. You are not a model any more than you would have been approved to be in the United States Marine Corps. Stop.
Well, maybe the Air Force.
Space Force, because we can test some craft out on her. You're just going to strap you in. You just sit there like a houseplant. Odds are you won't be coming back anyway. But we'll take very good care of your family.
I want to get signed to a modeling agency so I can take on runway and editorial and beauty campaigns because there's such little representation for disabled bodies. People would.
Okay, well, here's something, honey. Let me help you out here. Mike and I are able-bodied people, and we would never get signed to a model agency. So
I
gotta
be honest with you. I'm also better looking than you, and I would never. Not only would I not be signed to a modeling agency, we would never apply at a modeling agency. You understand my point here? I get that the left at this we have become addicted to these underdog. You're going to change the whole system around one person stories, but look.
It looks like black girl in a wheelchair. Danny Saint says it really does.
Disabilities and black trans women and femmes and non-binary people in general, and somehow I'm at the intersection of all of that.
This is when you remember a few years ago when they started letting fucking Down syndrome kids run in the last touchdown at high school football games. This was the beginning of the end of this fucking planet that we live in, because we had to do it for one kid. And even back then, I remember, oh man, it's starting to push us a lot in the news. And now we're going to have to let every retard punch one through the infinite fucking touchdown. It's. I knew then.
Hey, leave Bortles alone.
I'm just saying. Yeah, seriously. My apologies to Matt Hasselbeck. But there's a lot of doo-doo-doos out there that you're never really going to get to. I knew right away. I'm like, we have warehouses full of these fucking freaks. Are we going to let them all? We're going to stop every football game and let this thing fucking run a fucking ball through the touchdown? Let's stop with this.
Oh, Danny Saint, this just in. WWE is going to give him the Warrior Award next year.
Probably.
I'm seriously are.
And never have I once seen myself properly represented on a big platform or runway or beauty campaign like that. People place limits and boxes upon bodies that are not represented. God
the only person,
willing.
No, actually, that was a great segue, because the only person who placed limitations on you was God.
Yeah, it wasn't our fault.
There will be a change, and these kids are going to look and see themselves in these things and know that there's something out there for them.
Came out publicly as gender fluid at 14.
Okay, I can't do this.
What's wrong with? Why can't we watch this and you take it seriously?
You do the sassy arm,
Yeah.
but cerebral palsy. It was it look at fucking look at that Weekend at Bernie's post.
Slay Queen.
I decided that rather than coming out to my family one-on-one, I would come out to the internet first, being it was my safe space. I came out as a gender fluid person who goes by she, her, and they, them pronouns, but I identified as gender fluid for a very long time. And I used to have my pronouns
And
go.
you know what's weird, right? How many times have you started saying that to people over the years? But you know what? Deep down, it doesn't make you feel any more interesting, does it?
No.
You got to keep adding things, and you got to keep chasing this need to be interesting. You know what's interesting? The most ordinary people are interesting. Everybody in our audience that we talk to on a regular basis, none of them are they're not runway models. They're not fucking super activists. They're not putting themselves up on a pedestal. They don't think they're these magical special unicorn people. Yet when we talk to them, they all seem pretty interesting.
They are, yeah.
They all have hobbies, and they all have these things they enjoy, and you talk to them like normal people, and you go, oh, it was a very interesting exchange that we had about this thing you were passionate about. This shit doesn't make you interesting. You think it does. And it's like this need to be fucking unique is so weird to me.
about how I felt daily. But then I realized, like, okay, maybe I'm not gender fluid. Maybe I am non-binary. And even if I am non-binary, I still really feel very feminine. And I don't identify with masculinity or just being gender neutral specifically. So.
But isn't gender a social construct anyway?
I don't even know what did. It just starts to. I can barely understand what it's saying.
So I went from gender fluidity to being non-binary and now identify as a non-binary trans girl.
You can't be everything!
You can be everything now. Because this, look, again, this is going to get paraded, get all these clicks, donations, money.
If you're a person and you identify...
But look, this is the way I'm looking at it.
You're not dressed nice. You're not pleasant to look at. You know what I mean? Like, you're wearing a polo shirt from working at a Jiffy Lube and a pair of fucking...
No, that's what they take the chair in to get oil changed.
And you're wearing, like, the kind of jeans that, not to sound mean, but the kind of cheap jeans that you buy for crippled people. You're not wearing nice clothes. Your roots are growing in. You're a fucking disaster. So, like, I don't even understand. Like, they didn't even glam this turd up before they paraded it out here. You know what I mean? Put a gown on with some sequins and then talk some shit.
Maybe put a baseball card in the wheel so it sounds like a motorcycle. Look, no, what I'm saying is that
I'm going fast.
My point is, you were already born. Look, and joking aside, it's fucking terrible disease, right? But that wasn't victim enough for you. You had to be you're adding more victimhood. You know,
You have to have more victimhood.
I don't understand it.
As feminine, but you're not a woman, that's valid. And if you're masculine, but you don't identify as a man, and that's valid. And if you are a woman or if you are a man, that's completely valid as well. But sometimes there are people who feel as if they don't have to necessarily identify with being a certain sex or gender, but they can definitely like identify as having masculine or feminine traits and lean towards that with pronouns or not. You notice anything at all, because gender is a big painting.
It's a big painting, dude.
Yes, with only two colors.
It's black and white.
It could be as big as you want it to be.
It could be huge.
My man. But it's two.
It's two.
It's like a bowl of ice cream. Still, if you only got chocolate and vanilla, you can keep filling the bowl. It's only two.
I think that pronouns are kind of like primary and secondary.
Oh, this just in. Joey Gibson's just hit on him.
God, I wish you'd stop hiding that ass. I want to smack you.
Colors, especially if you have more than one pronoun. They're both valid, they both exist, and I both use them, but one is prioritized over the other, being that being a woman is very important to me, but I also know that I am non-binary and that I'm gender non-conforming.
You are so uninteresting. Do you understand how much, like, try-hard bullshit and you're still not interesting? Again, I could randomly scoop anybody out of this chat room right now and go, let's go talk privately. And then just be like, whatever, what do you like to do? And somebody in the chat room will go, I like chess. I'd have a 10-minute talk with that person about chess. It's more interesting than this embarrassing try-hard horse shit.
All right, look, I'm not going to watch this. We're not going to watch the fucking video. By the way, guys, since it is Friday, we haven't done it in a while, people were asking. The phone lines are open, so if you want to call in, if you want to talk to us and see if you're more interesting than this trans person, it's 954-573-2780 if you want to call in. All right? There you go. Be good, though. Don't be a shitty caller. All right. Mike, 1 through 3. You got the worst one out of the way already, so.
2. 2. I'm feeling a 2 today.
All right. Blair White had a new video yesterday.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, Blair White.
And this is how it starts?
This really is the beginning. Well, this is the beginning. But
What
here.
awful tits, by the way. No one, you should never have that much space between your tits.
There you go.
She's got a fucking Dave Matthews song between her tits.
Hey,
the
caller, who's
space between those awful tits.
Hey, who's this?
This is Alex. What's up, you assholes?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Been welding all week. Everything's awesome. It's Friday. Gonna be social. Go to a coin arcade down the street. Shit's crazy. I might fire dance. But how are you guys doing? So what does it feel like to be way more racist? Like you guys went over the line, I guess, with somebody.
It's weird, because it's you don't really notice the change. It's like any other.
Yeah.
It's like every other evolution in life. You just sort of, you don't notice till it already happened. It's like what I would assume growing tits.
You don't notice till it already happened.
Just go ahead and not have your radio up.
It was someone else that called in. Sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, that was other people?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, go ahead. Sorry, bud.
Oh, I was just going to say, too, I actually have some buddies at work. I was thinking about this while I was at work. I have some buddies at work that are straight up. Like, I showed them some Cards Against Humanity cards I pulled on this date, right? And it's like literally the black card was saying, like, Jews want to, stuff. And something white. And then the white card was the white race card. Hey, what's up, SPLC? Anyway, I showed a guy at work that, and he was like, hey, that's not wrong. And I was like, hey, what's going on? Oh, cool. And I've noticed, and I work blue-collar work, so it's a little different. And it's in Tennessee.
You fucking civilian.
So.
Yeah, where's the... sometimes you play Cards Against Humanity, and you just go, well, where's the lie?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's great. And I was very open about that with the girl I was with and her family. Like, I was like, oh, I love this. This is the best card for me. And it was very clear.
And
I don't know. I just drive it with a smile, right? If you're going to be honest about something, at least make sure everybody's laughing.
And that girl grew up to be Molly Tibbetts. Anyway, thank you for calling.
Thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all take it easy.
Take it easy. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Those tits are awful. I'm sorry. Blair White, your tits are fucking clown shoes.
Hey, other caller. Who's this?
Robert.
Hey.
Latino Heat.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, Legal Latino Heat.
What
guys.
up, dude?
Subscribe to Legal Latino Heat on YouTube.
Hey, are you talking shit about?
Robert.
Are you talking shit about Israel, Holmes?
Israel, Holmes.
No, Holmes.
Okay,
I
good.
don't want to get jumped by Jewish gangsters, Holmes. I'm not talking anything about Israel, man.
What's up, man?
I don't want to end up in prison again. Then I have to get a Star of David tattoo on my ass.
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry. When Jews beat you up, they do it on your mortgage payment.
Yeah.
So how you been?
Can we talk about the JQ or the Sabbath or something?
So do we have to? I mean, does every call have to go to
No,
this?
we don't. No, we don't have to because
look,
I don't want to piss off Harim.
We'll just seriously, he's always watching, bro.
Yeah.
In the shadows.
No, he turned all the boomers on me, man. Like on Facebook, all the boomers are upset at me. That I'm not a patriot anymore.
So you guys are more local to his area geographically. What is his? What's with him?
Yeah, what's his deal?
All right, I kind of I brought up the JQ on my platform because nobody else is gonna do it because everybody's afraid to lose followers and all this stuff. So I brought up the JQ. All of a sudden, I'm all anti-Semitic and all this stuff. He became the cheerleader against me and what's his name? The Red Elephants and all this stuff. So we can't speak about it anymore.
But why does he think he's Jewish? Because he's not.
He is not.
I don't know.
Yeah, does he understand that if the day ever comes that dual citizens are allowed to start getting in, Shapiro, Dave Rubin, Jordan P. Yeah, they're all, hey, bing, bang, boom, let him in. Does Harim really think he's on the front of the line to get in there if he just sucks up a little bit more? Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I just don't, I don't understand because it's a very weird, delicate thing. Like, I don't even like the phrase JQ. I think it's a very it's bad optics. I think people really need to retire that phrase because it's already hard enough to just have an honest discussion sometimes about Hollywood or about banks or about the media and without it immediately turning into fucking getting doxxed and getting your family ruined. And you're like, okay, I didn't say, hey, let's go get him. So all I was
That
pointing
is
out
true.
is, if I want to be a film producer, I have an uphill battle. That's just an honest comment. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not outside of, I don't think that's too insane to be able to say that. Like if I said, well, I'm going to open up O'Malley's bank, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. That's all I'm saying.
Why don't you go for O'Malley's pub and just be safe?
But do you know what I mean? Again, if somebody said to me, you Irish people are overrepresented in bar ownership, I'd go, well, yeah, but
And you're also overrepresented in bars, period.
But we don't suddenly go, oh my God, let me go to the fucking ACLU and file a complaint because somebody's harassing me about bars. I would just go, yeah, we like booze. Why can't they just go, yeah, we like money. We want, us Irish people put the booze before the bucks, I guess.
Can't be too honest.
All right,
That's
man.
the
Well,
way.
wait, plug your channel so people follow you.
Oh, Legal Latino Heat. I actually started doing like all right cooking shows. Like, I put 14 to 88 pinches of white salt on white transgender chicken, white meat to preserve the whiteness in the meat. I was cooking up one yesterday, fried rice and diverse fried rice. Add some little black pepper lives matter with some soy sauce. Add some diversity to my dishes. And then some liberals got on and got offended. I'm like, you're here on a Thursday night at midnight getting offended at me cooking chicken. Like, you guys are funny, man. Yeah. You guys are funny, but it sucks that you can't be, yourself because SPLC is going to get mad at you. They're going to get triggered. So I'm over here doing the cooking show, 14 to 88 pinches. I put kosher chicken in the oven, and people got upset over that. That I put kosher chicken in the oven that was preheated at 420 degrees.
Jesus,
like, come on, like,
you do that, they're going to
but I mean,
I was leaving it for 6 million seconds. That's it.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I think it was the part where you put a kippah on the chicken.
That
I think
was too
everybody
much.
was really
It's too much.
Look, all right, guys, enough. Okay, we're getting in trouble.
I'm not plugging no channel. LPSC is watching. My channel is Hareem, the Hardcore Patriot. Check out my channel.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Oh, God. Now, let me guess. Everyone's going to take that call seriously, too. People are so whatever.
Just start framing people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Setting other people up.
Yeah, that should be the do. Anyway, thanks for calling in, Andy Warski. That was
really good.
dope.
That was good. Big shout out to Mitch. He made Sammy the
child.
anti-Semitic salamander.
What a goddamn child. Come
Fucking
on,
Mitch.
That's not.
Oh shit, that's
We're
funny.
not helping.
Yeah. So if anybody wants it, let me know. I'll be passing this. This meme will be going around. This will be the new one that people are going to be writing about and saying, "Is the salamander the new dog whistle?" All right, where were we?
Olale, Holmes.
Yes.
Dude, those are. Can we just discuss the tits right now?
Sure.
That's one of the worst tit jobs I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of fake titties.
Right.
You should never have that big of a gap between your tits. I could shoot a basket into your tits, Blair White. That is not good. Fucking. That is bad optics. Look at how far apart those are.
All right, let's hear. Maybe she has something smart to say.
You could fit a bowl of cereal right there, perfectly in between her horrible tit
Or like
job.
a bottle of champagne.
Oh, I bet they're hard as a rock too.
Okay.
You think you look good?
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
This is whatever. You people bought this shit too. You fucking bought it.
I don't know if I'm actually going to upload this video or not. This may just be a diary video, so if that's the case, hello self, and if it's on the internet, hello internet. This is
Everything you do goes on the internet. Don't pretend like you're making you get that fucking dolled up to do fucking diary videos.
You are a narcissistic, mentally ill man. Of course it's going to go on the internet. You show me a tranny, and I'll show you a YouTuber. There's no fucking... Everyone.
This is a video that I have tried filming 5 times now. It is time to just talk about it, and I've wanted to talk about this for about 9 to 10 minutes.
So I get it. My tits look terrible. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
It's another Roger character.
Is it? I think. I'm the best looking Roger character.
Long time coming. Overall, this video is going to be about me, but I'm also going to talk about sort of other people and the political commentary community as far as other I don't know what the word is, commentators, influencers, famous people, people with followers, whatever. And this video is not to be messy or expose anyone or cause anyone any sort of, stress or bad things happening to them. I just feel like I need to speak the truth too, like for my own
Executing,
sanity.
of course it's going to be about you. It's
Of
always
course, yeah,
about
of course.
Blair White. It's Blair. Blair. She only threw that MAGA hat on. I think this was a record. She set a record for fastest turnaround. I think she's the first one to walk away from walking away.
I think you're right.
Point. So I've noticed recently a really big influx of people commenting, asking why I've changed recently, why my content is a little different, just
Because I was
stating
full
that
of
I've
shit.
changed in the
And once I got all the followers I needed and I squeezed you for all your dumb boomer bucks, I realized that you were all a bunch of fucking losers, and I just couldn't in good conscience spend the rest of my life, now that I have money, wasting my time with a bunch of MAGA hat wearing fucking Rube Hick Midwest dumb motherfuckers. So I just realized, I got your fucking stupid money because you guys go, she's so based. And while you fucking jerked off, even though you got a wife and kids at home, you jerked off thinking about Blair White. Now I have your money. I don't need you people anymore. And I'm going to go hang out in L.A. with my boyfriend who's totally not gay. Sorry.
the comments, and it's almost always in a nice way. I think a lot of people are really loving my new content, which is great. But regardless, people still have questions. If you're someone who's recently subscribed, hello. You may not know that the way my channel started and the way that I sort of came up and became known on YouTube and in the world is through politics. I've done a bunch of different shows, a bunch of political
Can
videos.
I correct Frozen Asian who said, so they lost a base trainee? Oh, well. No, let's get something straight, Frozen Asian. There is no such thing as a based tranny. We never had a based tranny. Okay, there's no such based, because the fucking word has lost all meaning. Based means based in reality. That's literally what it's short for. It's red-pilled. Based means, whoa, like this nigga's woke on some janky stuff, and he went on Fox News Business and just lit into these motherfuckers. That's based, all right? So you cannot be mentally ill and suffer from gender dysphoria and also be based.
Yeah.
You can't be a man pumping estrogen into your body and be based. We have been saying this from day one. Hey, stupid motherfuckers at the SPLC who mislabeled us. If you actually knew anything about this show, we've always said that has been the biggest bone of contention. You can load the Republican Party up with as many brown, black, and gay people as you want, and it wouldn't even faze me. But when we started this idea that you could just throw a MAGA hat on that and go, well, she's one of us now, okay? When you guys keep painting the conservative and right-wing movements as being so intolerant, so hardcore, so fucking neo-Nazi-ish, when the reality is that the right wing is so desperate to be liked and accepted that we will let anything in to our party. We never had any based trannies.
And that was kind of what I was known for, and still am, to be honest. People want to know why the sudden change, and it's actually about 9 to 10 months worth of really dark experiences that I've had, and quite frankly, it's secrets that I've kept from you guys, and secrets about other people that I've kept, and it's just been a lot. So the simplest answer as to why I've steered away from politics, at least recently, and at least for now, maybe not forever, is that quite frankly, I guess just the best way to put it is politics, and political commentary specifically, has effed up my life.
You would be a nobody if it wasn't for those. This makes me mad.
This is what we're getting into.
Oh, this makes me mad. If it wasn't for political commentary, you would be another mentally diseased person out there.
You'd be just another YouTube trainer.
Yeah. So this is what they do. Then once you get up there, you pull the fucking bait and you decide to go, oh, I can't take it anymore. And you leave. If it wasn't for politics, they ruined your life. No, politics made your life. Politics is the reason you have all that Sephora makeup on.
And then you got famous enough now that mainstream normie stuff wants to do shit with you. I'm sure now this and all this. I'm going to predict within the next year that she's going to denounce all of her conservative stuff. She's going to be campaigning for Democrats this year. Watch. She's going to flip. She's going to go mainstream now. She used you, and you let it happen, okay? Remember how much shit we caught for dressing up in drag and making fun of this fucking thing? And we caught so much shit. Oh, she's good. She's one of us. Is she? Huh? Is she one of us? All this pandering, man. Even like, dude, as much as I love some of the guys in like that meta right group, like Kashif and some of those guys, they're another group of guys that are a great example of guys that are so desperate to be liked and known and well networked that they'll let any fucking circus freak in and go, look, we're cool now. You got used. She used you. You know who Blair White never used? Neither one of us. You have some self-respect, people.
And before anyone comments, this video is not to get sympathy. This video is not to make you feel bad for me.
Don't worry. I don't.
I'm simply going to be venting. It's a big problem to me. It
Imagine
might not
being
be
so
to-
mentally ill that you make a video where you talk about how you were basically full of shit. Then you blame the fan base you manipulated into making your life hell, despite the fact that they made you. Then, at the end of all of that narcissistic, self-involved cuntery, you also turn around and go, oh, by the way, this isn't to get sympathy. Imagine being so out of touch that you think the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds was going to garner you sympathy. You mentally ill troon.
To you, what's a big problem to you might not be to someone dying in Africa. Like, it's all relative. In the past 2 years of me doing political content, whether it be on my channel, on TV, on a show, on a web show, whatever it is, I've had to deal with the FBI twice in regards to really scary, ridiculous incidents and crazy people. And the details of those, I'm not even sure I should really get into. I've moved 3 times.
I'm not going to say it, though, because I'm not going to let you guys know. It's this typical, like, trust me, trust me. Something bad happened.
I'm going to guess that you dealt with the FBI twice, probably about one thing. One was a follow-up call where they told you there was no leads. It was probably a burner Proton mail account that you emailed yourself from to get attention. Enough of you. Just like you broke your own fucking nail at a Trump rally and enacted like you were stomped to death in an alley with a broken nail. I have fucking hated you from day one, you disingenuous fog hat.
I had 2 places up in Northern California and then one down
Fog
here in LA.
Hat, the band that sang Slow Ride.
Okay, good.
And
Take
each and
it
every place
easy.
I've lived, people have driven by, taking pictures of my apartment and or house, whatever it is I may live in, and doxed me online, release the address. I guess the purpose of that is just to, publish my info in the hopes that someone will come and hurt me. I really don't know what other sort of motive that could be. I've dealt with people entering the place that I live. I've had multiple family members, employers contacted, harassed. I guess because I'm self-employed, people can't do that to me.
Hey,
so they go and do
cunt.
it.
By the way, that's it's a side effect of being famous. Cunt. That's life. It's life, okay? We've been dealing with shit this week. Trust me.
Yeah.
And phone calls. Things are happening. It's not always pleasant. You knew what you signed up for when you threw on that MAGA hat for attention. Again, you're a disingenuous troon. And anybody watching this that played into Blair White's hands, you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
To my family. I've had multiple incidents in public places where someone has either thrown something at me or said something really disgusting, or there's been multiple occasions in bars and in clubs and stuff where people have tried to fight me. One incident in particular was in an LGBT club just a few streets over from my house.
Man hands.
Where I put a MAGA hat on and I went in there and then they wanted to start with me. Like, you understand, you're just Caitlyn Bennett with a dick. You just show up places, you stir up shit, you get the cameras rolling, you think you're going to go, oh man, these leftists are getting me. How about you don't wear a fucking MAGA hat into a fag bar? Huh? That's a fucking novel idea. I wouldn't do that. If I had to go see a friend do a performance or something and it was at a gay bar, I'd have the respect.
Right.
Of going, you know what I mean? He wouldn't wear his Reagan shirt. I wouldn't
No.
wear my MAGA hat. It would just, you just go like, let's just
Be normal.
Nice dress shirt. We'll go. We'll watch the thing, and then we'll go get some frozen yogurt afterwards. We'll all be normal. But it's this need to get that. Oh, I gotta get that footage, dude. I gotta get that footage, dude. Enough of you.
which you think would be
Google hands. They're
maybe for
pointing
someone
out
like
she has
me, but
Google
that
hands.
wasn't the case.
There is no
I
difference.
ended up getting literally, it sounds like a movie. I ended up getting like circled by like 7 or 8. I think they were all trans women wanting to fight me, and that was a really scary situation. And listen, I know I'm not special. I know that a lot of other political commentators.
Trust me, you have a very, very hard time processing the fact that you're not special.
Yeah.
I know you're not special. He knows you're not special. And most of the people watching this show know you're not special, but you don't know that you're not special. You're just another mentally ill guy with a really high makeup bill who used the right-wing movement. And you know what? I can't even be mad at her. I'm mad at you desperate assholes. And I know, look, most of you guys didn't play into this, but there's a handful of you. You know who you are. She's so base. No, dude, it'll help us get normies. Will it? Will it? No, fuck out of here.
Will say the same thing, that this kind of thing happens to them, but at the same time that doesn't make you feel any better, you know, that it happens to other people. Like, I still can't go into public with my fiance without something happening. I mean, not every time obviously, but enough times where I feel uncomfortable almost everywhere I go. And it's also really freaky knowing that there are a number of people out in the world, a lot of people who you know, I don't know their names or their faces, I don't know them from Adam and Steve, but they know where I live because
So
they saw
Nico
my
Toscani in the chat wants to know, what's this thing famous for? This is Blair White. Blair White's famous for being a tranny YouTuber who was, kind of known. And then one day she threw on a MAGA hat and everybody went, whoa, based! And then InfoWars had her on.
Right.
Ruben had her
Shapiro.
on. Shapiro had her. Oh, they lined up to have the based tranny on their show because none of them actually hold any conservative fucking principles. That's who she is.
information doxed online, my address and stuff like that. That's really scary. And the fact that it's happened every time I've moved, it kind of makes me feel like it's not something that I'm going to be able to escape. So all of that to say, the FBI incidents, the going out in public and
Cobra
having people
Commander is saying Alex Jones probably banged. I would say yes, after seeing his recent search history.
You're right. That's a good point.
I never would have thought it before,
At
but
least the mouth stuff.
We know he's jerked off to trannies now. So it's, you know what I mean? Now that we have, like, it's almost like being a district attorney. And, like, you know, if Royce was the cop and he comes in and goes, look, we got to get Alex Jones. I think he banged Blair White. And you go, look, I don't have enough evidence. I can't indict him on this. And then he comes back a week later and he goes, look at this video. And you go, all right, we'll file paperwork in the morning. We'll get him indicted. Go pick him up. Now I think he banged Blair White. Yeah, you think so?
No, he definitely, at least mouth stuff.
Well, that's what I mean, too, because everybody always goes bang to tranny. Trannies are weird, too. Like, they don't bang a lot because it's in the butthole, and they don't want to get banged in the butthole. Really should ask around some trannies. Trannies will suck everyone's dick in a bill. They'll suck a warehouse full of men's dicks, but they're very weird about getting banged. But I'll bet you he had a weird. Can you imagine that, dude? Fucking Alex Jones has to go back and shower that fucking thick layer of fucking lipstick on his dick, and he's got like boy breath. Blair White's onion ring breath, because she knows she probably eats like a boy. Get a bacon cheeseburger with onion rings.
Seeing the stalking, the people entering my building, all that kind of stuff. My family being harassed, and you know, I am at such a place where I feel like, has it been worth it? That's the question that I've been asking myself. So
Yes, it has. You've made a lot of money, and you've elevated yourself, and now you've gotten to a level where you don't even need the right wing anymore. Yes, I think it did pay off for you.
often, has it been worth it? Was all this energy I exerted in making this content and being this person and doing this political stuff, was it all in vain because it's affecting my life in so many negative ways? Because, and please don't get me wrong or see me as ungrateful, because so many positive things have come out of it as well. I've met many people who I really, really love. I've met my fiance through YouTube. I've been able to make a living to where I can support myself and support my family. And I've had so many amazing opportunities I would have never had. Like, you guys, I had my first magazine spread the other day. I was the first trans person ever in Penthouse. It's 6 pages.
She was in Penthouse magazine.
Remember Remember Penthouse?
Oh, I remember Penthouse.
Wow, Penthouse had to be fucking desperate.
All right, I've had enough of this bitch. I'm gonna watch her stupid video.
Now I'm gonna say this. She goes on to imply that all these other people are just as fake as she is. She goes on to talk about how she's not the only one. She's done this in a couple other videos, but she never names anybody. So you're still being a piece of shit. You don't want to sell anybody out because you want to fucking still keep your little bridges unburned. We're gonna remember this. We will remember this, Blair. I will make sure that you will be chased out of any event in the right wing you ever try to show up to again. You will be fucking publicly scorned.
So there's this YouTuber called Chad Goes Deep, and he dresses like a Chad. He infiltrated a Trump rally. Have you this guy? Look, this guy's. Well, I want you to watch it. This guy's very funny.
Hey, ho, ho, to work I will not go. Hey, ho, ho, to work I will not go.
He's trolling them, of course. He's trolling them.
Well, I just don't want to work.
You don't want to work?
Well, he said he's bringing back jobs. I don't want that to happen.
Why not?
Because I thought we were moving. He said jobs were going out, and then he's bringing them back, and I was like, I don't want to be involved in that.
What an asshole. What an idiot with a stupid argument. I love this guy already.
He's great.
Bringing jobs back. I don't want all that.
He's fucking retarded.
Yeah. What?
I wanted to have a conversation with you, but you're fucking retarded.
These
surfers are just infiltrators. And then
These surfers are just infiltrators.
Don't you want to work like automation?
Go back to your mama's basement.
What are you
talking
about?
Dude, he lives in his mom's guest house, not the basement.
Can we please, in 28, it is, guys, in 3 months' time, we'll be 2 weeks away from it being 2019. 2019. Can we stop saying your mother's basement at this point?
Yeah, it's really hack.
I'm so your mom's basement, dude. Every time I see that, I'm like, I don't even want to argue with you.
But listen to what his buddy's comeback is. It's pretty funny. Here, check it out.
Go back to your mama's basement.
What are you talking about?
Dude, he lives in his mom's guest house, not the basement.
He lives in his mom's guest house.
It's pretty funny.
Basement, whatever the fuck you want.
Hey, relax. We just don't want to work. Have you been to Coachella?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
My
you
niece
should.
wants to take me
You should.
next year.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my name's Chad. Tight.
You don't want to be like them. You want to be like us. You're a patriot. Join the movement. Don't listen to these bums. They don't even know where to live. They live in the mom's basement. Be like us.
Another mom's basement.
Dude, what is with the mom's basement?
Another mom's basement.
I can't do the mom's basement thing anymore. It makes me physically want to punch people in the face. How are you still using that in current year?
They live in the mom's basement. Be like us.
My guest house.
Guest house.
I woke up today, and my boy Strider now works at Benihana. My boy Travis, he now works at a surf shop. Before I know it, all my boys will be gone working. So we must stay and fight. Are you guys having a barbecue later?
Yeah, you want to come to it?
Yeah, I'm
Because you're
down.
going to be the fucking main barbecue on the fucking grill.
Wait, the barbecue is the... Wait, I'm confused.
He's not good at insults.
He's really bad. Dude, there's nothing funnier than really stupid people trying to argue and be
It's
fucking
really
witty.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Because you're
down.
going to be the fucking main barbecue on the fucking grill.
No, I was thinking about steak or something.
Well, I'm thinking about your ass. How about that?
See what I mean?
What?
Dude? Oh my God, dumb people trying to argue and then just inadvertently
It's embarrassing.
sounding gay. I'm thinking about your ass, Holmes. What?
What?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? That's what it reminds me
Yeah.
of. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Your ass. How about that?
What? Are you an Uber?
His reaction is a pause, slight pause, and then what?
Yeah, you want to come to it?
Yeah, I'm
Because you're
down.
going to be the fucking main barbecue on the fucking grill.
No, I was thinking about steak or something.
Well, I'm thinking about your ass. How about that?
What?
The pause is the best part. He's like, oh, what?
You are Uber?
Because you know what? You ain't running shit.
Are those real Ray-Bans?
Yeah, the real Ray-Bans.
Are they real Ray-Bans?
That's actually, by the way, look, you really want to fuck with leftists. That's how you get them. That's how oh my God, it's Kim! Hey, it's Kim! Hey, it's our boy Kim making another appearance on the megaphone. Kim Sorgente. Holy shit. I thought I heard that goofy ass voice. Hey!
Are those real Ray-Bans?
Yeah, the real Ray-Bans.
All I know is Strider is at Benihana, trapped.
Fucking Kim is
Stuck in the
everywhere.
job.
Wait, was that Joey? No, that wasn't Joey. That was just Kim.
He's just stuck in a job. It's terrible. I surf the pier with him every morning, dude. And I have
Why
to surf
is he
with him.
talking to them with the megaphone?
I know. This guy's a
guy
good
is
troll.
Really good,
He's a
man.
good troll.
I really like this guy.
And
he's doing it quietly.
Yeah.
Because he's so close, but he's still using it. It's really funny.
I haven't surfed with him in like 5 days.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
I was lied to about slavery, about Native American genocide. I was lied to about
Santa,
Easter Bunny.
I love this guy, dude. This guy's a professional comic. He has to be.
He's too good.
Because he's got the timing and stuff,
Yeah.
too. Santa. This guy's got way too good a timing.
Santa,
Easter Bunny, 9/11, the Holocaust, all of it, dude.
That escalated very quickly.
yeah.
That escalated very. Yeah, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, the Holocaust. What?
Whoa.
I'm just saying, all this is phony. This is all a charade. None of this matters. Everything is fake. How did they get here? They drove a car. Cars don't exist in nature.
yeah, they do. They're right there.
That's it. Shut it down. That's okay.
Yeah, they do. They're right there.
Do you understand when the other guy's like, "I'll make you the man, fucking barbecue on the grill, Holmes"? Like you're up against a guy with that kind of fucking quick-witted
was very
timing
good.
because that's obviously not scripted. He literally, that was the first thing that popped in his head was, yeah, they do. They're right there. What a shit poster this guy is. I take my hat off to you.
Yeah, they do. They're right there. Trump, you cannot make me work. You will not. That's my choice. My job, my choice.
Welfare to work was a Republican program.
What? Damn.
That was pretty much it.
And what was this guy? Chad Goes Deep.
Yeah, his name is Chad Goes Deep.
Chad Goes Deep is the channel.
Dude, it's fucking great.
That was really funny, man.
Yeah.
That made me so happy. Yeah, they do. They're right there.
They're right there, dude. All right. You sent me this one. This dude, Larry Sharp, was on Joe Rogan. You want to give me a background on who Larry Sharp is?
Larry Sharp is the Libertarian candidate for governor, I think, for the state of New York. He's been around for a long time. I know Larry. If you're from New York, you know of Larry Sharp. He's like the Ralph Nader of New York. He runs every year and loses, but he always is a reasonable guy. I've always liked Larry Sharp, but I haven't followed him for many years, and he can explain a point, man.
This was him on Rogan. How to deal with a school shooting.
The other factor is psychotropic drugs.
Yep.
And these are two things that
Before we go, why is everything with Rogan about DMT and psychotropic drugs?
See, man, it's like the early caveman.
Oh, here we go.
They said that. It's like, do you ever heard the stoned caveman theory, Larry? Hey, Jimmy, pull that up.
Want to see my samurai sword?
I was actually going to talk about policy.
Yeah, dude. You want some edibles?
I wanted to. Can I plug my election campaign?
Yeah, dude. But try a gummy.
No, I don't really do marijuana though.
They're pretty good though.
Yeah, they're legal in California. I know, but I don't do it. Wait, but I thought you were like a libertarian, bro. Yeah, meaning I'll allow you to smoke pot. I don't smoke pot.
You're lost, man.
No one wants to talk about.
Correct.
And they're both real, and they're
Yes.
both facts. And why is it that you think that these are they're obvious facts that people want to ignore?
Because they don't actually want to fix the problem, right? If you fix the problem, then you don't have controversy. If you don't have controversy, you don't have a left versus right paradigm.
Do you really
have to
think
have
that's what it is?
Yes. First off, they don't want to touch they don't want to fix the problem. If you want to fix the problem of school shootings, right, there's two things to remember. As you've heard me say before, the school shooting, while it is a murder, at its core, it's actually a public suicide. And people don't understand that at its core.
Shit, he's right, though. He's not wrong.
Most mass shootings are public suicides. They would understand that. It's true. It's like death by cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's public suicide. So you have to make sure you have happier people, right? But then why do they choose schools? Several reasons. One, because that's where their assumed enemies are, right? The incels think that the bad guys and the bad girls are there. But something else, they're soft targets. The other thing you remember from all these school shootings is they're planned. And that's a critical aspect. You want to stop school shooting? In New York State, you don't have to pass one extra law at all. You have to do one minor thing and one thing only. And that is say, if you are if you're licensed and you have a permit to carry a firearm, if you want to in school, you may. If you're a teacher or an administrator. If you want to, you may.
Yeah.
And then he explains even why it makes sense. He's very good at explaining his position.
You don't have to force a teacher to carry. You don't need a resource officer. Why? Because if you have a resource officer, which is what most Republicans will say, put an officer there, they'll just shoot him first. If you are Democrats, no guns. They'll shoot everybody. So if you instead say, well, I don't know who's armed. Is it an administrator? Is it a teacher? Is it everybody? Is it nobody? The planning goes away. Once there's no planning available, the school is no longer a soft target. They stop choosing the school.
Okay, let's unpack this. So you're saying that if you have an officer on the school that carries a gun and this person knows that officer has a gun, they will shoot him first.
Correct.
And that if just teachers are carrying guns, there's no way this person knows, and so they're less likely to shoot people.
There's two things. Here's the core of it. What's killing our children? It's not firearms. I think it was a Texas shooting, I think it was. Before he stole the guns, he had put together and set up pipe bombs and pressure cooker bombs in case he couldn't steal the guns. So if he couldn't get guns, he was going to kill people anyway. The key thing here is what's killing these kids? Lack of community, lack of purpose, and loneliness. That's what's killing our kids. Those three things. Take those three things away, kids don't do that. You give a kid who's 16, 17, 18 purpose, he can't go off and kill people. He has something to do. He has a reason to live. Remember, this is a public suicide. If you have a reason to live and you think the right answer is to go do something, you don't kill yourself. If you don't kill yourself, there's no public suicide. Mass shootings all of a sudden are tremendously reduced. It's just how it works.
Yeah, Pinochet's right. What's there to unpack, Joe?
No, dude, hang on.
He was been very clear.
So what you're saying is we should make guns illegal?
What? No, I wasn't saying that at all. As a matter of fact,
everyone should get guns then.
I also wasn't saying that, Joe.
Have you ever tried one of those isolation tanks? You can go in
No, I don't
there.
have 3 spare bathrooms in my house, Joe.
It really, man, it'll change your life, dude. Change your life, man.
A saltwater tank's going to change my life?
Yeah, dude, I was finishing.
Not a fucking octopus, Joe.
I did an isolation tank, bro, and then I finished the mile in like 3 minutes shy of my usual time, bro. No joke.
Are you on mushrooms right now, Joe?
I'm microdosing now,
Okay,
so.
cool. Sounds great, Joe.
So I only eat a fistful of mushrooms every 2 hours. It's a microdose, right?
Every 2 hours?
It's human nature.
Whatever you do, Larry, just don't bring up that half-black kid that I'm raising that nobody ever wants to talk about.
Why do you do that? Why do you got to do that to Joe?
Why are you doing that, Larry?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie,
Jamie, pull up one of those rare photographs of my family.
I've seen 3 of them.
Oh, very blurry ones. Yeah. They look like old paparazzi photos. You know what I mean?
Understand that. But if you do that, then there's no extra law. Then there's no one to point a finger at. You can't restrict guns.
See, this
what I'm
is where
saying
you
just
and I-
makes actual sense.
This is where you and I break company because I don't agree with that. I don't
No,
think
get
that
out.
anyone
He just kicks him out. Get the hell out of my
is
house.
trying to keep these school shootings in the same state they are now. I think that there's 2 things. One, no one wants to demonize psychotropic drugs, and especially politicians. They have a really hard
So
time
I want
with
to get
that
this straight. Joe Rogan thinks in 2018, he still unironically thinks that your politicians are out there working for you.
Oh, yeah.
To solve
He believes
problems. No, I'm serious.
They don't think they want school shootings to be in the same play. No, Joe, maybe you don't. Maybe most people don't. But do you understand that Democrats have had a chance several times to stop them, and they don't stop them because it's a good tool to get votes. That's what it is.
And if let's say you called their bluff, I'm willing to bet right now that if you said to the Democrats, I'll tell you what.
I call them libtards.
Libtard snowflakes.
Fucking
if Trump proposed a bill tomorrow that said, we're going to outlaw every single gun in America, and he slapped that shit down in front of the Democrats, they'd go, no, are you
No, you're not.
insane?
Yep.
Are you a madman? Then we don't have a boogeyman. We need the NRA the same way needs ISIS, the same way everyone needs a bad guy. Even the left. You leftists are the only retards I know that actually want to wipe out white people. What happens when that happens? Then you don't have a bad guy anymore. You got to keep a few of us around to go, well, look at him. Evil. So, yes, it's not, yes, Joe, you dumb motherfucker. He makes me so mad the more time goes on.
Things. One, no one wants to demonize psychotropic drugs, and especially politicians. They have a really hard time with that.
Sure.
Because they don't want to tell people who are on psychotropic drugs that they're either suspects or...
Yeah, that's right, man. You know, the pharmacies, they're trying to just shove all these antidepressant pills and lithium and stuff down your throat. That's so fucked up. Anyway, you want to do DMT with me?
Yeah, also, man, check it out right now. 20% off Alpha Brain on Onnit.com. Keep your brain muscles firing.
But it's this. I'm gonna take a handful of mushrooms, and what was the other thing? Not even the DMT, but the plant that DMT comes from that he's done.
I just can't have Alex Jones on my show anymore because he's my main competitor for supplements that don't actually work. So, a douchebag. I've really grown to hate Joe Rogan in this last year.
Suspicious.
This show has
or
made me grow to hate everyone.
Potential mass shooters.
New York
And I
State
know
showing
you're
you
not.
it's incorrect. We made the SAFE Act, and the SAFE Act literally says if you go on these drugs, you lose your firearm. So that's absolutely not true in New York State. It may be true in California. I don't know your laws here. But in New York State, the opposite is true. We've already done that. We have made our medical personnel part of our secret state police, which means if you go in and say, I'm feeling depressed, I need some drugs, I'm thinking about suicide, the state police might come by and take your firearms. That's already happening in New York State. And they now want to create red flag laws, which means a teacher can
Or
go do
like,
it.
what if, for instance, you rip your phone out of the wall and you bite your girlfriend's hand and then choke her around the holidays? They will come and take your guns.
That's very specific. They're not people.
So now a teacher says, oh, there's a student who I see drew a firearm, he drew a gun, cops and robbers. Maybe a red flag. Let me go to a judge and see if I can have the cops go and take his father's firearms.
I definitely want to talk about this, but I
Yes.
want to bring it back to what you said earlier. You don't think they want to fix the problem.
Yeah, it's
I
not-
don't.
yeah.
I don't think that's true.
They don't fucking for somebody who has so many intellectual people on your show. You are really dumb sometimes. They don't want to fix it. This dynamic is amazing for them. Don't you get it? Like Mike said earlier, if you don't have a bad guy, you have nothing.
just don't think they have a viable solution that they think is politically viable.
Perhaps, but
Joe Rogan looks like a gay Kurt Angle.
I think my solution seems politically viable. People, everyone I say this to, they go, oh, wow, you're right.
Well, you are definitely right that they're lonely, sad people that are
Yes.
lashing out. And I think you're definitely right that in many instances it's a public suicide.
Yep.
And I think you're definitely right that the vast majority of them are on psychotropic drugs, which do have a disassociative.
Something else I want to bring up, and I know this is just going to be a little thing that you guys could all, but I noticed Joe Rogan lately has been wearing his wedding ring. Joe Rogan for a long time, he was been married for a while, didn't used to wear his wedding ring. Methinks, just speculation,
You got in trouble.
that something happened where his wife said, why don't you wear your wedding ring? You wear your fucking wedding ring. That's a penance.
Politically viable. People, everyone I say this to, they go, oh, wow, you're right.
Well, you are definitely right that they're lonely, that the vast majority of them are on psychotropic drugs, which do have a disassociative aspect to them where they're not even sure they're aware of what they're doing. This is, if you
I'm
talk
not
to
sure
people that
that's
have
true,
been
though.
on those, people that have been on these things don't mean anything anymore. Like a car accident in front of them doesn't mean anything. People have various reactions to various SSRIs and antidepressants, but one thing that happens...
But not Alpha Brain, though. Alpha Brain's
Make
fine.
sure you get alphabrain.com. We're wrapped up.
Yeah, we're wrapped up, man. It's about that time.
Sorry, I gotta...
It's all good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
For listening.
No, thank you, guys.
For listening.
No, thank you, guys.
Will there be a Nightwave tonight?
Yes.
All right.
Probably at 9.
All right. Twitch.tv/Nightwave Radio. We'll be back Monday with a full episode. Thank you everybody for listening. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate is how you help us become a patron. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSith if you want to help out with the SPLC Legal Fund. We will see you guys after the weekend. Take care.